Hi guys, welcome back. And today in this video, we'll be talking about how you can use Claude Code without paying even a single dollar. So we are going to be using the power of Claude Code with our local large language model running within our own machine. And you can see that the pricing of the Claude Code at the moment is like $17 if you are going to be going with an annual subscription discount, and $200 will be charged upfront while you're going to be purchasing this particular plan. And this is only in US dollar, which is mentioned, but if I'm buying in New Zealand, it is $34 if I'm going to buy this particular subscription over here, which is, to be honest, quite huge. And if I'm going to be spending this much of money, I know that it's going to be very, very faster because Claude Code is super fast and the models that they have is super powerful. But what if we have an ability to run everything within our local machine without spending a single dollar? And that we can achieve with the power of the Claude Code itself, which they have got the access to Ollama models these days. So if we just go to the Claude Code over here, as you can see over here, this is the Claude Code that we always know and we have used before. And the installation is quite straightforward. This is how you install it. If you're really not installed it before, I'll quickly show you in this particular video like how you can do it. And once you do the installation, then if you just go to Ollama over here, they now have an ability to go and connect with the Claude Code and use the models which are there in the Ollama models itself. So you can basically use the models from Ollama within your Claude Code itself. And this time I'm going to be using my Asus GX10 super computer, which is this one, as I have already shown demo before. And this particular computer, as you can see, come with a NVIDIA Blackwell chip, and it is like 128 GB of the GPU memory as well, and it's really very, very powerful. So I'm going to be using this particular machine for this demonstration while I'm going to show you. I can also use my Apple M1 machine as well, but it is a bit slower comparatively the Asus GX10 machine itself. So I'm going to be using the Asus GX10, and I'm going to show you how it's amazingly you can use everything from the ground up. Well, as I said, let's get started in the video and I will show you everything. And I'm quite excited to show you what I have got in store today. So the first thing we need to do is to install the Claude Code. So the first thing is I'm going to go copy this particular command, as you can see over here. So I am actually in the Ollama docs itself. And in the integration, you have something called as coding. And in the coding, you have something called as Claude Code. So you can just use the Claude Code over there. And I am just gonna see in the documentation, they have mentioned that the Claude Code through Ollama Anthropic compatible API enables to use the models such as GLM 4.7, QN3 coder, and GPT-oss model. So these are the recommended model by the Ollama team itself to use with the Ollama model that you have got. And I think I'm just gonna go with what they have told. So I'm gonna show you how amazing they are. So I'm gonna first do the installation of the Claude Code. So I'm gonna go copy this and I'm gonna open my terminal over here. And I'm going to paste this particular command. I'm going to hit enter. There we go. The installation is done. It also tells you that the native installation exists, but the local bin is not in your path. So you need to add it. So I need to either add in the zsh file or in the bash rc file, but I'm just going to do the export command for now instead of just doing it for this demonstration. So I'm going to go paste this over here. So now I have the Claude Code running. So I'm just going to do a source of the zshrc, which means it's going to just reload the terminal session. And now if I'm going to do a Claude over here, it is just going to work. See, if it is green color, which means it's happy, and now it's going to work for us over there. So I'm going to go with one of the projects that I have got, which is going to be the EA app project, which is this one. And I have opened this particular application in the Rider IDE, as you can see over here. And if you wanted to use the Rider IDE and all the products from JetBrains for free of cost for 3 months, you can use the link in the description below, which is going to give you the offer for 3 months for free of cost. So if you just go to the website over here, let's say jetbrains.com, and you can see that they have got the coding agents natively integrated in the IDEs. So you can use that particular part over there free of cost as well. And if you just go to all the products over here, so all these products that you are seeing over here are available for free of cost for 3 months. Just use the coupon code below. It is going to give you the discount. Thank you, JetBrains, for making this happen. Well, as that said, this is the Rider IDE that I'm going to be using for this particular demonstration over here. And if I'm going to run this particular application, I will quickly show you how this application looks like. So if I'm going to run this app, it is going to basically open two pages. One is the web URL and another one is the backend with an API over here. So if I'm going to just run this particular product, it is the product that you are seeing over here, the list of products that I have got. I can either create a product, or I can either delete the product or edit the product, or I can view the product. So all of these things I can do from here itself. It's a very, very super simple UI that I have got. And I have also got the APIs. And if you have watched my Udemy courses before, you know how this application is built and how this application is tested in Playwright, Selenium, with AI. I have also covered everything with this with this particular application. I have did many times with this particular application. So this is not a new if you have already following my Udemy courses. So I'm going to just go to the hyperterminal over here one more time. And because we have already installed the Claude Code, now we need to use the Ollama to make it happen. So the way you can actually do it is there is a command called as Ollama, and then there is a command called as launch. So you need to make sure that you have updated the latest version of Ollama as well. If not, these features may not work. So just update the Ollama to the latest version. And then see that there is something called as Claude over here. And then just use the command --config. And if you hit enter, it is going to show you all the models which are running within my ASUS GX10 machine. And how do I connect to this? I've already talked about it in my other video, but I'll quickly show you how I did it. I am using the NVIDIA Spark Link option, which does the connectivity for me over here. See, this is the way that I have connected to my ASUS GX10 machine. This is the Ollama that I'm connected with. And you can see that just if I'm going to show you one more time over here in a different window over here. So if I'm going to just do an Ollama list, you can see that I have got these many models over here. So these are the models which are there within my ASUS GX10. But the moment I'm going to disconnect with my ASUS GX10, and if I'm going to be doing an Ollama list this time, these are the models which are running within my local machine. So the models, see, they are completely different. There is a Kimi K2.5 cloud model, GPT-oss 120 billion parameter, DeepSeek V1 3.1 671 billion cloud model. So these are the models which are running within my local machine, as you can see over here. And the moment I'm going to connect with the ASUS GX10 over here using the NVIDIA Sync, and if I'm going to connect to the Ollama over there, now what happens is the models are going to be different, as you can see. See that? These are the models that are coming from the ASUS GX10 itself. And you can see that the parameter that I'm running it over here, 120 billion parameter, which is 65 GB of storage. It's taking and 20 billion parameter. And there is the QN3 quarter 30 billion parameter as well. So I'm going to use this particular model this time, and I'm going to see how it works. So I'm going to copy this particular model. I'm going to close this window because it's not required. And because I've already connected to it, now see that the moment I'm going to do Ollama launch Claude of config, it is going to show me all the model that is there within my machine. See that? All these models which are there in my local Ollama of ASUS GX10. And I'm going to choose this QN3 quarter 30 billion parameter. And the moment I select it, it's going to say, do you want me to launch the Claude Code now? And I'm going to say yes. And the moment I'm going to say yes over here, now all the configurations are going to be delegated to Claude Code from this point on. Yes. See, launching Claude Code with QN3 quarter 30 billion parameters. So now it is connected to Claude Code. So if I'm going to say /model, which is this one, and you can see that it shows me that there are these models available, but the one that I'm connected to is the QN3 quarter 30 billion, which is a custom model. Wow, which is cool. So we have connected to the local model over here. So I'm going to just say escape, and now I'm going to ask it to write some code. So the code which I'm going to ask it to write itself is that you can see that the UI was quite normal, right? Like it's not really modern or anything like that, but I wanted this UI to be modernized, and I wanted the UI to look and feel more modern approach instead of having it like this. So I'm going to say, maybe I'm going to say this EA web app, right? Can you try to modernize the UI of my EA web app application, which is built using C#.NET MVC framework? That's all. And now I'm going to just hit enter. So from this point on, it is going to start doing the app buildings and everything within my local large language model over here, instead of using anything from the Claude itself. So I don't even have the Claude subscription right now. I have completely got rid of it, and I'm actually using everything from my local large language model itself. And this machine, I know it's very, very powerful machine. It's also very costly, but at least you see that this is the way that you can actually use these kinds of machine for doing the development purpose as well as testing purpose using the local models. And there are many advantages of having these machines and also having these Claude over here, because see that the token is not that bad. It is doing quite good. At the end of this particular execution that you're seeing over here, I'll show you how many tokens being generated or used to perform this operation, and we'll see how it's going to look like. So I'm just going to wait for the entire execution to happen. Oh, look at that. It has already found that the UI, this is what it is. And if we want to modernize things, so there is an UI UX improvement. It says migrate the Bootstrap 5 for better responsiveness and modern component, and blah, blah, blah. And component modernization, technology stacks, and the performance improvement, accessibility. Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know any of these. So I'm going to just say, yes, allow all the edit during this session, giving the entire stuff to my local large language model. And because this is local large language model, and of course I have control over this model, I can unplug this anytime. Now I'm just going to see how things are going to work. So let's just wait for this to happen. All right, you can see that the changes have been implemented right now. So we have got everything done over here with all the changes that this tool was doing all these days. I'm just scrolling up over here. You can see that how many changes it did. Around 23,000 tokens it was actually doing to make this happen, to complete this entire task. So now let me go and stop this entire execution and probably rebuild the solution, because this is a .NET code. So I need to rebuild it. Oops. I can see there is an error coming up over here somewhere. If I'm just going to go up a bit, there is a red color line there. Oh, possible conflict of the asset with the same target. There we go. I think we have some error here. So the build has got some error. So I'm going to ask the same to my Claude Code, and we'll see how that works. Okay, there we go. And now I have asked the Claude Code to see if there is any way to fix this particular issue. So I'm just gonna ask that. So let's wait for this to be resolved. So it's again running it. Now I will need to wait and see how much time it's going to take. So last time the entire application building was taking around 15 minutes. It's not as faster as you can imagine. It is slower. If you're going to do the same thing with the cloud models, for example, Claude Code 4.5 or Opus 4.6, it's going to be super, super faster. But this is slower, to be honest, because it's all running in my local machine, and it's just getting warmer as well, to be honest. And I will just need to wait and see how long the entire fix is going to take. Yeah, it's doing something. So let's see how long it's going to complete. So I'll just wait for the fix to be fully done, and then I'll be back. All right, finally the error is also gone, because I just executed the check the error if it is gone, and it seems to be gone, and there is this particular UI as you can see. Finally, it has built this particular UI as you can see. It creates a product, and the UI is completely amazing. And there is also 24 products being listed, which is also being shown over here. And there is a home page. Look at that, like how amazing it is. And there is a product page over here. Also, that shows the type as peripheral, something like that. And you can see the view, and there is an edit button. Wow, this is pretty cool. So all of these are happening just from our local large language model, as you can imagine. And this is working as expected. This is the power of the local large language model running on the ASUS GX10. And also how you can work everything offline instead of going on to the internet by using the powerful large language model, something like that. So yeah, I can see that it's all just working fine, and it's just working as expected. And I could see that there is a potential of using the local large language models running on the local machine with the Claude Code. But if you ask me if they are very faster, I would probably say no, they're not even close to the models that are running on the cloud. If you have a cloud model, they do way more faster than running on the local machine. That's what I can see. And also they are not quite reliable as you can do it with the cloud models. That's my honest opinion. But still, if you think that you have some use cases to use your local large language model and do all this development, you can still get these kind of operations, but it's going to take a long time. I did this entire recording for more than 25 minutes to get this part, but if I'm going to do the exact same thing with the cloud model, I could have done that in less than 5 or 6 minutes. That's the max. That's it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. This is how you can use Claude Code with Ollama, and you can use the local large language model to do all of these operations. Thank you so much. Catch you in the next one.